In 1897, billionaires who were throwing lavish parties while people starved were rejected by America. In fact, they left the country and went to live in Europe. Can we bring some of that energy for 2021? Check it out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. And apropos of that, there is this remarkable piece that Dean Baker put out a little while ago. You know, it's like society. In fact, let me actually dig a little deeper. Chrystia Freeland, who is now the finance minister for Canada and a member of the Canadian Parliament, wrote this incredible book called Plutocrats. And in it, she tells the story of this very wealthy family in New York that held this giant ball, this huge celebration in New York City in 1897, as I recall. That was, they rented the entire Waldorf Astoria hotel. They blocked every single room in the hotel. It was the society ball. Lots of wealthy people came and hung out and all this kind of stuff. And the blowback to this was so severe. Now, there was a serious recession going on in 1897. And the blowback, and we were just, getting into or getting out of the Spanish-American War. I forget which it was. I think getting out of it. But a serious recession going on. And the blowback to these rich people just kind of celebrating life was so severe that the family that put on this party moved to Europe to get away from it. They moved to their 65,000-acre estate in the United Kingdom to avoid the blowback from here in the United States, which is just fascinating. In fact, they weren't the only ones. There were several families who were associated with this. I go into a little more detail about it in my book on oligarchy, about that incident, where several families just said, okay, that's it. We're out of here. We're leaving the United States, because here in the United States, we were talking about taxing these people. The recent example that we all saw was Dennis Kozlowski. Remember him, the chairman of Tyco? And he had this party for his wife's 40th anniversary. This was about 10 years ago, where they had a giant ice statue of a Roman emperor, and Stoli vodka was coming out of his penis, and you'd come by with a cup and fill it. And everybody was dressed in Roman togas, and it was an orgy-themed birthday party for Kozlowski's wife's 40th birthday. And America kind of looked at that and went, really? So I'm seeing in large, right in front of me, in large ways, cultural change around things that are not financial. When will the cultural change come around the things that are financial? Right? We're saying, yeah, we're being more accepting or totally accepting, for that matter, of things like gay marriage, or even 70 years ago, 50 years ago, there were states in the United States where interracial marriage was illegal. The Loving v. Virginia case blew that up. I mean, this is how rapidly culture has changed with regard to things that don't mean money to the billionaires. But when we're talking about things that do mean money to the billionaires, like raising taxes, like putting Elizabeth Warren's estate tax in place, suddenly everything changes. And society doesn't seem to move so far forward so rapidly.